Listen, stop pretending one size fits all. Your body is talking to you every single moment, and 99 people ignore it. Today, you're going to learn to actually listen, not with fluff, not with trends, with cold, precise truth. If you keep copying what pros with different frames do, you'll waste years and get injured. I'm going to rewire you so your body works for you, not against you. Breathe in that idea. Hold it. Let it root. Here's the simple, brutal logic. Fighting styles aren't fashion choices. They're mechanical answers to physical facts. Your limbs, your lever lengths, your center of mass, the way fatigue hits you, how your joints lock. Those are hard constraints. When you force a style that doesn't match your frame, you're asking your body to lie. It resists, it compensates, it breaks. But when you match the right system to your body, everything becomes inevitable. Technique becomes effortless, timing becomes instinct, and power flows where it should. That's not luck, that's alignment. Think of it like a key and a lock. The wrong key bangs and chips the teeth. The right key slides and the door opens. Today we test your lock and hand you the correct key. I'll make you see your strengths as tools and your so-called weaknesses as advantages waiting to be exploited. Short? Great. You get compact power, explosive angles, deception. Tall? Perfect. Reach, frame control, pacing. Muscular? Wonderful. Raw force and clinch dominance. Lean endurance? Fantastic. Movement, volume, and the exhaustion game. Listen closely. There are technical reasons behind every match. Leverage, moment arm, torque, respiratory economy, muscle fiber composition, and balance distribution. We'll use those facts like a map. No fluff. No try everything nonsense. You will stop guessing and start optimizing. By the end of this series, you won't be asking, "What should I practice?" You'll be practicing what your body has already decided for you. And it'll feel inevitable, natural, almost unfair. That's the point. The short, compact fighter. The walking explosion. If you're short, solid, and built like a compressed spring, you're sitting on one of the most underrated advantages in the fight world: leverage. Your shorter limbs don't make you weaker. They make you faster, harder to read, and mechanically more stable. Every punch travels less distance, meaning you reach full power quicker. Every clinch favors you because your center of gravity sits low, right where real control begins. Instead of trying to fight like a long, lanky striker, you need to transform yourself into a wrecking machine of proximity as suffocation, constantly breaking distance, pressing in, and forcing your opponent to feel your weight. Muay Thai's clinch work, judo throws, and close-range boxing all reward the way your body naturally moves. You're the fighter who turns pressure into panic. Your goal is simple: erase space. Once they can't breathe, they can't think, and once they can't think, you own them. The tall and lanky fighter, the architect of distance. If your limbs stretch longer than most and you feel awkward up close, you're not weak. You're an architect of distance. You are built to control space, not survive in chaos. Your reach is your weapon. Your legs are spears, and your jab is a cage. Every fight you enter must be one where the other person never feels comfortable entering your territory. You're the commander of timing, the manipulator of frustration. Boxing, kickboxing, and taekwondo are your natural languages, disciplines that reward reach, timing, and accuracy. You don't fight emotionally, you fight mathematically. Every step back, every counter jab, every teep is a calculated tax your opponent pays just to move forward. The secret is patience, using your long limbs not to chase, but to punish. Your job is not to trade blows. It's to make your opponent earn every inch they try to take, until they mentally break before they physically fall. The lean, endurance fighter, the engine that never stops. If you're light, wiry, and recover faster than most, your weapon isn't strength. It's time. You don't win through explosion. You win through erosion. You are the kind of fighter who survives the storm. and then becomes the storm once everyone else is tired. You're designed for pressure, not bursts. Your body thrives on movement, on persistence, on endless output. The perfect fighting style for you is one that weaponizes stamina. Boxing with volume, kickboxing with pace, or grappling systems like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, where endurance decides everything. Your mission isn't to knock them out in one blow, it's to break them in slow motion. You dance while they gasp, you breathe while they burn. Every combination you throw, every step you take, is designed to test their lungs, their heart, their willpower. You are death by accumulation. They'll think you're harmless until the 10th minute, when they realize you never stop. The muscular and explosive fighter, the natural weapon. If your body builds muscle easily, your shoulders are broad, and your movement feels heavy yet fast. You're engineered for violence in bursts. You are the definition of moment fighter. You don't need constant motion. You just need one opportunity to collide. When your hips fire, when your shoulders rotate, things break. You're meant for styles that reward explosion. Boxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, anything where one clean shot or one clean grip ends everything. But here's the truth that separates monsters from amateurs. Your strength is a double-edged sword. You burn energy faster. If you don't learn to control your output, your power becomes a curse. The key is restraint. You must learn to move with small precision before you unleash big destruction. Use your weight to dominate the clinch, your strength to pin and pressure, your bursts to close rounds decisively. You're not here to play the long game. You're here to make every second feel like a collision with a truck. The balanced, athletic fighter, the chameleon of combat. Some people are born extreme, others are born balanced, and that's its own form of danger. If your body is average height, with decent speed, strength, and endurance, you are the rare type who can become anything. You're not limited by your frame. You're defined by your choices. The right fighting style for you is hybrid, something that mixes stand-up and grappling, aggression and defense, volume and precision. You thrive in MMA, Sanda, or any adaptable system. Your secret advantage is flexibility, not in the physical sense, but in strategy. You can outbox a wrestler and out-grapple a striker as long as you know when to switch gears. That's your weapon, unpredictability. The only danger is indecision. Balanced fighters often lose not because they're weak, but because they fail to commit. So when you fight, don't be the average guy. Be the shapeshifter. Read, adapt, overwhelm. Let them think they know your rhythm. Then change the music. The heavy, durable fighter, the wall of pressure. If you carry weight naturally and your body feels like armor, you are not meant to dance. You are meant to crush. You are a fortress in motion. While others rely on agility or distance, you rely on inevitability. Every fight should feel like the ground closing in on your opponent. You move forward and absorb. You drag them into your gravity and make them drown in effort. Sambo, wrestling, and Greco-Roman styles were built for you. You don't need fancy spinning kicks. You just need one clean body lock, one well-placed throw, one pin that makes them suffocate under your control. Use your weight not as burden, but as weapon. Your mass creates fatigue for them and momentum for you. The secret to mastering your style is learning control. The heavier you are, the more you must understand positioning and breathing, because your pressure is only lethal if you can sustain it. Once you do, you become the storm that walks. The long, flexible kicker, the deceptive artist. If your legs are long, your hips are mobile, and your kicks snap like whips, you are a sculptor of motion. Your art is deception, creating illusion through movement. You can attack from angles most people can't even visualize. Your body is a lever system built for velocity and precision. Taekwondo, Sanda, and kickboxing are your natural homes, but your power doesn't come from the kick itself. It comes from your ability to make people guess wrong. Your style should always be one step ahead of their anticipation. You can attack low, then high, fake retreat, and strike mid-step. Your flexibility lets you break rhythm and timing. Two things most fighters depend on. Use that as your manipulation weapon. Never give them a pattern. Make them think they've read you, then rewrite yourself mid-fight. The universal truth: fight the way you're built, not the way you're told. No matter your type, remember this: fighting isn't about copying someone else's success. It's about understanding your biology and bending it into a weapon. Your height, your muscle, your lungs, your center of gravity. These are not flaws or gifts. They're blueprints. Once you stop fighting against your nature and start fighting with it, everything changes. Your body starts cooperating. Your movements feel smoother, faster, and more precise. Fighting stops being a struggle and starts becoming expression. Because at the end of the day, fighting is not about who's stronger. It's about who's more aligned. When your style and body merge, your opponent isn't fighting a person anymore. They're fighting physics. And physics doesn't lose. You know what's funny? Most fighters spend years searching for the perfect technique, the secret move, the ultimate style. But almost none of them ever look at the one thing they were born with: their own body. They scroll through highlight reels, copy idols, chase trends, and then wonder why they keep plateauing. The truth? You were never supposed to fight like anyone else. You were supposed to fight like you. Look down at your hands for a second. The length of your fingers, the width of your knuckles, the way your veins trace across your forearms. All of it is a language. Your bones are telling you what kind of warrior you are. You don't need to change your body. You need to decode it. Once you do, your fighting style doesn't come from imitation. It comes from instinct. And that's the kind of fighter no one can prepare for, because they can't study something that's pure truth. If you've ever felt out of place in the gym, if you've ever thought, maybe I'm not built for this, let me tell you something. You are. You're just fighting in a style that isn't yours yet. Every body has a weapon hiding inside it. And maybe after watching this video, you're finally starting to see where yours is buried. So tell me in the comments, what kind of fighter are you? The explosive powerhouse who ends fights in seconds? The patient strategist who turns distance into dominance? Or the quiet survivor who breaks opponents by never stopping? Comment your body type and your fighting style below.